At WrestleMania XXX, the impossible happened. Brock Lesnar defeated The Undertaker and ended his legendary streak. Talk about shocking. Having successfully fended off challenges from the likes of Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Edge and CM Punk over the years, many believed Undertaker would keep his streak intact forever. And the idea that the star would lose to Brock Lesnar after such a lackluster and flat build-up seemed almost unthinkable. Ironically enough, Lesnar wasn't treated as anything like a real threat to the streak in the weeks leading up to the event. Alas, the match was rather mediocre too, and not a patch on Undertaker's previous match of the year caliber bouts. Maybe that explains why the streak ended? The 49-year-old knows he can't go as a wrestler anymore and wanted to put a younger guy over on the way out? After Undertaker was pinned for the clean 1-2-3, almost everyone in the Mercedes-Benz Superdome was visibly stunned. It hit them out of nowhere. Honestly, the baffled and shell-shocked post-match reaction was actually far more memorable than the bout itself. One person in attendance even reported they saw people crying and storming out. Regardless of the wisdom of the decision to put Lesnar over, this was nonetheless one of those rare, truly surreal moments in wrestling, and one which people will likely be still talking about in years to come. Of course, following Lesnar's victory over Undertaker, many in the wrestling business have rushed to offer their views, and not all of them are positive ones. Former WWE wrestler Ted DiBiase Jr. revealed his displeasure with the result on Twitter. Former WCW announcer Mark Madden was also unhappy. Torch editor Wade Keller, meanwhile, noted WWE may have just turned the fans' world upside down. The Miz lamented that his, not as impressive, winning streak was over too, but took consolation in the fact he'd never been pinned or been submitted like Undertaker had. Others like Jim Ross and Maria Menounos could only express shock at Lesnar's victory. So what do you guys think? Was this a great way to establish Lesnar as a monster going forward? Or has the streak been squandered in a meaningless program? Will Vince McMahon bitterly regret his surprise booking decision in years to come? After the match heard around the world on April 6, The Undertaker was rushed to a New Orleans hospital with a severe concussion. At WrestleMania 30, The Undertaker, whose real name is Mark William Calloway, suffered his first loss in 21 years of the competition, but the really shocking part was that he was seriously injured and had to stay overnight in the hospital afterward. The Undertaker hospitalized after WrestleMania loss immediately after his match with Brock Lesnar, which resulted in a devastating loss. The Undertaker, 49, went to the hospital for a severe concussion. He was escorted to the hospital by WWE CEO Vince McMahon. Yes, Vince missed the end of the biggest night for the company, including Daniel Bryan's win. He underwent many tests at the hospital, including a CAT scan. He stayed overnight on April 6 and was released in the morning on April 7. This is heartbreaking news for fans of The Undertaker who are still recovering after the loss at WrestleMania, one that they never saw coming. WWE's official website released a statement on The Undertaker's condition. WWE.com can confirm that, following last night's historic match with Brock Lesnar, The Undertaker was immediately taken to Oxnard Medical Center. After a CAT scan and other medical testing, he was diagnosed with a severe concussion and was kept overnight for further evaluation. He was discharged early Monday afternoon. Immediately following the loss at the Superdome in New Orleans, "Thank You Taker" began trending on Twitter, and now, almost a full 24 hours later, it still is. Even John Cena tweeted the hashtag. The Undertaker has thousands of dedicated fans, and we are hoping all is well with him. Be sure to subscribe if you enjoyed this video for more daily content, and always like, comment and share.